Close. Way too close to the camera. Let's bring that down a little bit. What's up, everyone? I'm multi-streaming tonight, so I need y'all to participate. Tap those hearts. Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome to the Hood to Hooded podcast. And y'all know, cover that up. I got a lot going on right now, so bear with me. But yeah, welcome to the Hood to Hooded podcast. My name is Dr. Chiefess Sunflower, and I hope you guys are having a good night. Wow, it's a lot going on in the world, but first of all, make sure y'all don't tickle the subscribe button. Make sure you smash it, okay? Smash that thing. No, I'm just kidding. I've been known to crack myself up. But yeah, we all just getting those positive vibes flowing. Tonight, as you can see from the title, we're talking about distractions. I feel like the whole world has been duped. I got sucked into y'all. I was like, oh my God, that crazy ass president going to go crazy. I was like, I don't know if I don't even watch politics like that. I don't really have time. But I had time. I found time because I was like, it keep being propagated into my timeline for some reason. So that's what we're talking about this tonight. So come on in the room, tap those hearts. If you watch it on TikTok, you already know our goal is 1K hearts. Come hang with the tribe. I'm always live on this channel, trying to do better and be more consistent. Keep it going, don't stop. Hold on, guys. There. Oh no. I just messed something up. Alrighty, so come on in a little bit and let's get the chatting. You're being distracted, guys. I was distracted. You know, there's been so much going on. Yesterday we talked about how on the timeline it's just so much war, it's so much Trump, it's so much just evil, so many distractions. I mean, we already got the economy. You can't help but be involved because you got to go to the grocery store. You have to see what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot going on in the world, and I'm gonna touch on it just a little bit. I can barely see with these things. Take these off. They're hitting, so I'll keep them on for now. Y'all start chatting up. I have to take them off. I just see some AI summaries. But anywho, so that's gonna be our topic for tonight. You know, Trump has been going crazy on his Truth Social, and you know, it's just been a mess. So he had did all this talking about 8 p.m. today, 8 p.m. today. He gonna yada 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 yada. Okay, and he's still talking to them. So that's what we're talking about right now. You know, it's just a lot going on. Even right now as we live, y'all. Like, what? And I'm not even for the propaganda. Sending love to my ancestors. OCO to my Niji, to my Americans, to my indigenous people here on Turtle Island. But I just got to get into the politics right now because I'm always taking it so far back. But certain times cause you to look right now. If you're in love with history and uncovering all these truths, it all ties together right now. You can see the same evil that took Turtle Island right now on display. They talk about war and analyze the people and proud of it and that like we all over here with the shit. No, 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 no. Don't speak for everybody. But this is not the indigenous people. This is the United States government and MAGA. You know, just so evil. Now Trump did all of this talking, all of this fear mongering, just to get attention, and then he came back at 6:32 p.m., an hour and a half before he claimed that it was gonna be all hell breaking loose with a statement saying that, oh no, we're gonna wait 2 weeks and we're gonna come back with the drama so everyone can stay distracted. That's what I discovered. I'm like, you know what? Oh hell no, y'all not gonna have me sucker in again 2 weeks. No, 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 no. So that's what we're gonna talk about tonight. It's just a bunch of games at this point. These clowns have access to defense and military weapons since back in the day, robbing this land to put more money into the defense system just for this to terrorize people, terrorists, traffickers, Trump, Epstein, these people, you know, and it's really, really sad. So tonight, we just have to discuss how to stop being distracted, even myself. Even myself, I kind of got caught into the politics and it's down my timeline on YouTube. It's so aggravating. I think that may be why I got like a like little teensy bit of migraine because this is too much going on in this damn world right now, and I just want to stay in this lane. You know, the world is so big, it can't just be all focused on this. But this is what is going on. So let me say this clearly: every time you start waking up, something louder gets thrown in your face. We have been waking up. We have been spreading the knowledge. And what better way to disrupt the unity and the growth and the seeds being planted with uncovering all these atrocities, all of the things that our ancestors went through, then to start another war. You think you ate by starting a war to distract us. But guess what? This just ties to the things we already been studying. All of the wars, the Seminole War, the Civil War, all of these wars, all of all of the military actions taken on this way. You want people to forget it, act like, oh, America. No, you mean the government, the Vatican, the Crown, they call themselves, you know, white male Christian princes that they call themselves, have been having the audacity to think they can go around the world and colonize the world and seize land in the name of their Lord, as they get on TV and do right now, and you see it right in your face. It's really sad. First, the timeline was now is war. Next week it's gonna be something damn else. When do we get a break? When y'all gonna start talking about trillions of dollars to help people who are going homeless, people who are, you know, just trying to figure it out, start a business, go to school, like buy homes or, you know, build families. Y'all talk about $1.5 trillion for a damn war. What y'all think this is? Call of Duty? What do you think this is? Auto where you can just get the thing and oh, we're gonna send troops. We're gonna like the world is laughing at their government. Not my government. I'm under this shit. If they gave me a paper to get out, It wasn't so like, oh no, you can't get out, you know? 'Cause that's how it is. POW say you can't get out. It make it so hard, you can't get out. You gotta be in. It's the only way to thrive. Like you being in and you paying taxes, you having all the systems, driver's license, this license, insurance, this insurance, that, you know, you just turned the whole land to bills, 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 and more bills. Not knowledge, 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 more knowledge. Not growth, 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 health, 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 reading, 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 unity. No, it ain't that. It's bills, 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 oppression, 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 war, 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 brutality. Oh, hold these group of people down. Oh, let's make a. It's like very fraud. It's giving treason. It's giving all of that. It's giving war crimes. Been done. Oh, they're trying to commit war crimes. What do you mean? No government war crimes. You thought it was built on rose sunflowers? Highly doubt it. That's all an illusion. That's why they let people like Epstein go on his island do what he was doing because he was a white male Christian. Yeah, Trump was right with him. That's why they let Trump have 37 seats. Who knows? Felons. But look what he doing, leading the country. But you in the hood, you get a felony. Oh, you barred from living your best life. People don't judge you. But this guy get a not one, but 30 plus. You get to lead the country and send out your son and your daughters to war and won't even send his own. In my eyes, that's some coward ass shit. Let's call it what it is. They don't even need chains anymore. All they need is your attention. Attention is the currency right now. With the stock market, with everything, it's the currency right now. That's all they need is your attention. And they got me suckered in with my attention. I need to do my other stuff in life. I got things I need to do. I can't be stressing out working damn day, sending cartoons. It's like, what is going on? My brain can't even take it anymore. Is any of these clowns gonna stop them, or is this how it's gonna be? Everybody just gonna keep going slow, like, oh no, this is it for. So wow, you know, you're watching chaos, you're watching all the drama. Guess what? Somebody else is building freedom. Hey, this 90s kind of love, Dr. Sean. Hey, they say real love is hard to find, but when you find real love, make it last a lifetime. Navigating life with you by my side. I love it when you caress my spine to your tender roundy ways. Extend my mind. Okay, extend my mind. What? What are we doing? I had to check myself too because I was falling for it too. The propaganda, my timeline on YouTube, is war, war, war. I'm like, war, chaos, drama, this, bills, gas. It's like, y'all know about the fight or fight system? Survival mode, stressing you out. Everybody going to work like crazy. You know, not everybody. Some people probably living their best life, but they ain't wrapped up in this BS. That's the people who are building their freedom. They're building their life. They're not even being distracted because a lot of us are distracted. We done got off of the mission, off of the history, because these people want your attention. It's not about right or left. This is about staying focused in a world that's designed to distract you. Okay, so let's look at the pattern, guys. What's the pattern? You got political chaos. It's going to lead to emotional reaction. The so-called, that's what I say, so-called president. Let's look at what that means. So-called. It seems like, oh, I know what so-called means. No, I want you to really understand. So-called used to show that something or someone is commonly designated by name or term specified, alleged, supposedly, presumed. He's the alleged president. I mean, he technically is, but is he? What is this? He's a felon. Running the country in charge of the military and the defense. Now, whose bright idea was that? But guess what? So were all the presidents, always in dissonance, war, taking land, seizing land, even George Washington. Y'all don't know that the first president that they called a president enslaved people, 300 plus people. The first president, so they just leading by example. And we just sit here and we shut up and it get worse and worse and worse. George Washington, they labeled us chattel, which meant an animal, so they could treat you any kind of way. So he had 300 plus chattel on his plantation, authorized by places like the Vatican and the Pope and the Papal Bull, doctrine of discovery, all of these different things. So that's why I say so-called president, because what are there? You mean so-called demons? Get on TV and promote war and unaliving people and using religion. Fuck out of here, man. With your so-called news. This is why I don't even know. Propaganda, please get out my face. I need to see the Niji down my timeline. Right? Another thing is these viral posts that this guy keeps doing. It causes outrage cycles. The war clips. This creates fear, division. You know, you got so-called leaders posting wild stuff online as the world tunes in. It's crazy. International tension turning into entertainment. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild, y'all. It's wild. That's all I can say. You got countries dropping cartoon style propaganda videos. What the fuck? This isn't random. This is psychological because if you're emotional, you're not even thinking. And if you're thinking about this stuff, you're not building. So get back into building, creating. I am somebody great. I own this life. I'm gonna live my best life. Nothing can stop me. I can overcome anything, and I will. Look at your ancestors. Look what they had to go through. Right now, it's all about the person who stays focused, not the person who is distracted by the negativity, distracted by the good shit. That's why it's called hood to hood. You're gonna have a lot of things in your life try to bring you down, try to make you feel like you can't do it. But all you have to do is think, feel something, you know. And honestly, knowledge. That's why I'm so forever grateful for the quote. I probably say it every day. Knowledge makes you unfit to be a slave, not money. Even though money comes from knowledge. Money grows from knowledge. So that's why knowledge makes you unfit to be a slave. Because once you get the knowledge, that's all the power you need. That's why people, you ask a lot of people who have made it to these places many of us aspire to be when it comes to knowledge and financial literacy and just um, having retirement. A lot of us try to get there, but a lot of things they say is if I lose it all, I can get it back so much faster. Now I have the knowledge. I have the knowledge. So let's talk a little bit about propaganda and distraction. Propaganda and distraction. Let me first close this out. I got some more stuff. I wish I could put this on repeat. Oh, you can. I'm creating my own little playlist for this podcast. So it's in the beginning phases. I'm tired of getting copyrighted. I mean, copywritten by. But propaganda. What does propaganda look like? It don't look like propaganda no more. It look like something else, y'all. Like, what does it look like? The viral tweets, like we mentioned. Viral tweets. I wish I could pull it up, but viral absurdity. That's what propaganda looks like. Viral. Yeah, I'm not gonna even pull up. You gotta go to Truth Social and look at it for yourself. How about that? It looks like viral tweets, memes, short clips, all these fear mongering clips, even if they are real. It's not about the truth being out there because they tell you little bits and pieces, whatever they feel they want you to know, just enough to shut you up. It's about controlling the attention. Because earlier we mentioned nowadays attention is the currency. How do you get attention? You gotta have some type of knowledge. And propaganda is psychological knowledge. It's just being aware that a certain type of news, a negative news, something that's fear mongering, something that puts people in a fight or flight state. Oh, that's gonna grab their attention because now I'm threatening life. Oh, let's take the prices up at the grocery store because now they gotta listen to see what the hell happened. Why these groceries? Why the gas? Oh, I gotta pay attention now. So that's all it is. And where your attention goes, that's where it goes, guys. So we can't get distracted in this hour. It's a lot going on. If your attention stays on chaos, news every my grandma, she always kept her channel on the news. Like if it was a church, work, cooking, spending time with family. Oh, best believe it was the news. Okay? The news all the time. It's like when people got older, that was their main source. And I feel like I don't want to take that direction. I don't want to be stuck on the news. I want to continue to stay in building, creating, getting knowledge, learning about who I am, learning about the truth, learning about indigenous history, breaking generational curses, breaking pseudo knowledge. Because not everybody has a mindset to do that because a lot of people fear true knowledge. They want to be told what feels good, not what is the truth. That's the thing about propaganda. Once I control your attention, like, guess what? I own you. Hello, YouTube. What's going on? I didn't even see that comment. See that? Feeling how you feeling. So if your attention is if your whole timeline ain't nothing but fear mongering news and stuff that's about drama and you're not feeding your soul, you're not feeding your spirit, guess what? You're gonna be stressed the hell out. How do you gonna react? Stressed the hell out. That's what you're gonna be every day, stressed the hell out. You're not thinking of a way out, you're gonna be stressed the hell out. Period. You're not thinking of a way out, you stressed the hell out. You're focusing on everything that these and I realized that the moment he dropped that 6:32 p.m. I was like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen at 8 o'clock? Oh gosh, not like you just think like it. And then they do that, it's just all too in line. And that's it. So today I had to sit with myself and say, am I learning or am I just reacting to propaganda? And I realized I was reacting to propaganda, reporting on it, just feeding it. Like, no, let's just step back into building. Am I just strolling or am I really feeding myself? Right? Just like social media platforms, I think Facebook and Instagram, just got sued for causing addiction. Believe it or not, they've been talking about this for years, but they actually just got a lawsuit and lost the court finding. Yes, it does cause addiction, especially in young people. My generation, we grew up where we got the internet kind of late. Beforehand, it was encyclopedias, like the actual books, A through Z. You know, we didn't really have, we had gigapets. People probably don't know what the hell it is. We had gigapets. What else? You know, it wasn't really a Nintendo. We didn't really have computers and the internet and Wi-Fi. And I was one of those little kids who used to send the AOL this. What the hell is this? I would always try to get on the internet, burn CDs, shit like that. But it's a different age now. We like the last generations to be involved. Now it's all about Wi-Fi, live. Everything is different. So addiction and strolling can be very dangerous. That's why you are not building. You're strolling. And if you're not getting paid to stroll, like you ain't getting engaged in, you're not monetizing, you're strolling for no reason. That's destined to fail. It's set up to fail. That's a way to get your attention and waste your time. Some of the wealthiest people don't even have social media. I'm like, "Damn, I don't know." It's a waste of time, they say. You know, but this is what you want to do. Content, that's different. But at least you're doing something. You're building something. I'm talking about just being distracted, doing getting distracted too easy. You know, it's easy to sit back and watch the world burn down and all of these freaking lunatics get on TV every day and use religion and this and say they're gonna do this with people and just it means nothing. It's like diarrhea coming out of their mouth. It's like shut the fuck up. I don't want you to talk. Is in control of impeaching people. Do it already. Like, but guess what? If they wanted to impeach him, they would have already. Obviously, that's the puppet master behind him. Somewhere, because what the hell is going on? You know, we have to shift from a hood reality to a mindset shift. You have to make a mindset shift. You know, come from the hood already in survival mode. Even from a child, a lot of us have been in survival mode just from the very beginning. You know, 7.5 years old losing my mama, that was automatic survival mode. And my dad being incarcerated and not really living, that's survival mode. Not having your mom and dad in the house, that's automatic survival mode. Custody battles, that's survival mode. So you gotta be like, you know what? I gotta shift my mindset to escape this survival mode so that I can do something different. And it's the same way now. This, what's going on? It just put everybody in survival. Talking about the propaganda, distractions. You know, those distractions that they put before us now, they get so much harder fighting financial pressure, mental health, mental stress, no guidance, generational patterns of people making the same decisions and not leaving generational wealth or generational legacy. So that the next generation doesn't have to work that hard. I mean, we could definitely blame history, oppression, redlining, all of the history that we discussed on my channel. Go back and look at it. Blame all of that. Always. Always. But at some point, we have to shift our mindset to say, you know what? It has to be another way because you are the mastermind. That's why it takes so much oppression. It takes so much, you know, burning down Black Wall Street. It takes so much destroying all these melanated, dominated communities. It takes so much oppression and taxes and evil and police patrol. So it takes so much of that for them to kill your brain. And all they gotta do is sprinkle in a little propaganda sometimes and you done for. You just done gave up, you hopeless. Oh my God. Hell to the no. So just be aware we fighting financial pressure, mental stress, the lack of guidance, generational curses. So it's gonna always feel like, damn, I'm behind. Damn, I wish I could. Dang, I should. I have that in my mind a lot. Like, dang, I wish I could have did this different. But I always have to pause and say, you know what? I really enjoyed the learning experience. I really enjoyed those times I failed before I actually got into middle school. I really enjoyed that time. When I didn't get in, I had to try again because it gave me another level of strength. Anything you go through, it's like seed planting season. Seed planting season. And one day it's going to be a harvesting season, but if you never plant seeds, you never believe in yourself, you never shift your mindset and say, you know what? I'm good at drawing. Let me go turn my drawing talent. You know, in the world of AI good as hell at drawing, but maybe AI could help bring your ideas to life. I don't know. Tattoo artists need or artists. You know, in New York City, I lived in Brooklyn. They would have people who would go on the buildings and draw like murals. So artists are needed everywhere. You just have to think. You got to think outside the box. A lot of businesses love to hire people to draw custom designs. It's just one little thing. So you think outside the box. You create your own product, physical, digital. Of course, it's not easy. Well, what is supposed to be easy when you coming from the hood and you already feel like you started behind? And then you never position your mind to see the future and position your mind to say, you know what? You know what? The future already looking dumb as hell. I'm gonna have to make a decision. That's how I became a doctor. That's how I became a dentist. I was like, as a child, I was like, damn, I'm in a bad position. Like, if I don't do something crazy, I'm just gonna be stuck in this generational curse. Like, I can't let this generational curse take me down, man. I don't give a damn if I got to study all night. I don't care if I gotta go to school year after year during the summer break. They don't understand how hard it is to go from hood to hood. They don't understand the mindset shift that you must make. It might look easy because I'm sitting here talking about it right now, but if I was in that, I need to be back in that mindset shift. But I don't ever want to go through that type of brain torture in my life. Dental school is not for everybody, but it's for those people who are willing to push it and take it to the limit. That's why everybody can't do it. Everybody ain't able to do what you do. Everybody can't draw. You know, we sip and paint. We drawing. It's like, oh, we got all the paint. Everybody's not an artist. Some people use natural. Whatever your skill is, oh, get out of survival mode. It's already in you. Whatever it is that you have been longing and desiring to do is gonna be hard as hell. It's gonna be so hard. In college, one time in college, I had 3 jobs in college. People were like, "No, you didn't, Doctor." I did right in Florida, and I was attending Florida State University as a student because that's what I had to do. It wasn't no war going on. This is just me being from the hood. You already in a war. You a POW already. So you got to fight 10 times harder. 10 times harder. In college, I worked at Econo Lodge. I was a front desk personnel. I would say because I did and triple doubles, all of that. I worked at school, work study at Florida State Medical School at the same damn time. Cleaning fly shit in the Drosophila lab. It was a lab that did genetic studies, and they used fruit flies. They call them Drosophila flies. And I was responsible in the lab for like making the food and using the microscope to sex the flies, seeing which ones are female and male. You know, cleaning their fly shit, running the autoclave, big ass autoclave, big, like a whole room. So it's like 2, 3 rooms put together. But that was my second job, work study. And my third job, I worked at Wendy. I don't know how I did it. Going through those tough times and you trying to go from hood to hood, it takes a lot. And now is a time that we gotta get back in the mindset. Let's shift our mindset. What the hell can I create? What can I do right now to increase value of my time? Because you know you already got diamonds in your mind. You just sitting on diamonds. You're not activating. You allowing somebody to let you clock in, tell you what they're gonna pay. They're not gonna give you but 50 cents, $1 a year, string you along. You know what you could have did with that time? Even if you got one job, I need you to have a thing you doing on the side, something you selling on the side, making on the side, you YouTubing on the side, you something on the side. It might not make money immediately. We're talking about what? Our future self. We're preparing for our future self. Where I see it as a teenager, you don't look good if I don't try. If I just if I sit here and say, dang, I don't have my mom, my dad is locked up. If I make all of these excuses, my future self is gonna be nothing. And I'm gonna blame all of this stuff. I don't want to blame nobody. I fail is because I didn't try. And if you try, you could never fail. Some people never gonna even try. They're gonna always start with an excuse. That is a bad seed to plant. Excuses. Right? It's a bad seed. It's a bad idea. No. So you don't win by reacting to everything that goes on in the world or distractions. You win by outgrowing everything that's going on. Right? So we're gonna talk about now an action plan to help us stay solution focused, focus on our goals, try to eliminate some of the propaganda. You know, I love the struggle sometimes. I had to kind of limit my attention and the things I'm connected to because that can destroy your attention. Before you know it, time has passed. You don't know how fast it's already April just got here and it's already what the hell? So let's go with some action plan, solution, focus. Okay. Number one is control your input. That's kind of what we've been talking about already. One, control your input. Limit the news consumption. Do not be like my elders. When I was a little girl, I had a news on all day, just watching it, consuming it, because you get them brainwashed. Something go down, you'll find out. Something go down, you're gonna find out. You gotta stay focused. Stop doom scrolling. Talking to the youth out there in the open. Um, following lit people. I get it. I follow Miss Shirley. I get it when you following lit content creators. So I love watching Miss Shirley, Kiki the Plus Nine, so many different people. pop up on my timeline. I'm like, entertaining. Drewski dropped something. I'm trying to laugh. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you want to limit your news consumption. Stop doom scrolling. Put a limit on it. You don't need to stroll all day. You're not building all day. Listen, before you stroll, make sure you build. Change the order. Damn, I strolled for 8 hours today and I didn't build shit. What the? You, listen, you just got to do it. Trust me. Dental school is no such thing as strolling. Only thing you strolling is the stuff that you have to study. You strolling your ass up the hill to go to class. But don't strolling, no. You don't got time for it. So I always have that mindset because it's like college military people that most strict as hell. 4 years you cannot play with your life or you're gonna be out the door. They don't really play like that. You gotta really be focused. I always had it in the back of my head. It's like you only want to do that. Okay? Another thing is to choose what enters your mind. Everything you don't have to enter your mind. Like make sure your timeline has a good mix of funny. Make sure you got some inspirational content on there. You know, make sure you got knowledge on there. Don't have it all news, all Trump, all this. No, you gotta have balance in life. Maybe have some workout people on there. You know, help meals. I don't know. Sometimes don't have nothing. Then as the day goes, maybe you can find things. Choose what enters your mind based on what you like, but control the algorithms, control it. Because right now, that's why Facebook and Instagram got so the algorithms. I don't know how they describe it. It's like let's actually look it up. The term they use for the term they use to describe it. The term they use. I was like, oh, it says. So we talking about how to control the input that goes into your mind, right? So companies like Meta have faced multiple lawsuits, and one I think they actually just had to pay out for because it is designed to hook your brain like a dopamine loop. You know, it's your hormones, and your neural system is designed to like hook you in. It's also designed to cause you to stroke infinitely in algorithm manipulation. So it says it has like endless content, like no end, like a TV. So that's what makes it. They call it something else, but that's basically what it is. Like it feels like it's never ending. So that's why you can just keep strolling, and you don't even know that you're just strolling. It doesn't have a bottom where you can say, okay, I don't hit the bottom. It's forever. People you don't follow, you have propaganda popping up, people paying for ads. You know what I mean? And it's personalized based on your behavior. So if you don't control the algorithm will control you based on your behavior. You know, the claim that they made is that it's intentionally engineered for addiction, especially in younger users. So if you're a young adult, it's designed for you to be distracted at a time when you should be building the most. Because at this early age, you should be thinking about your future, not your present. You should be thinking about everything in the present right now. You do have a future. That's why I often ask them, oh, hey, what do you want to be in the future? We always have conversations about the future because I'm like, you should be thinking about it. It's very important. It's not super far away. It might be, but are you preparing for it? Get into financial literacy, learning about who you are, not letting people take your time, not letting people destroy your life, not allowing negativity into your space, even as a young adult. No, you have to protect your energy. The wrong thing can make you end up in the wrong place in your whole future. All it takes is one decision. All it takes is one decision to destroy your future. You know, I knew that growing up. I knew that. I'm no stranger to drama and things going on that could destroy my future. So I have to eliminate things and people who threaten my future. You want to fight? I mean, I'm not just gonna come and start a fight. You put your hands on me. That's different. But getting involved with something, no, you ain't got nothing to lose. I got a lot to lose. So you don't touch me. Words, no. You have to mess with my future, trying to trigger me because people would trigger you and have you messing up your future, right? So the infinite scrolling in the algorithm, this is was it's saying they prioritize engagement over well-being, keeping users logged in for long. And the big one is harm to teens and children. Some kids can't take not having their phone, and their whole world is over, and they will have mental health issues. You know, it says Instagram worsens body image and issues in teen girls. A lot of teenagers are going under the knife because they got this early perception of what a woman's supposed to look like from the older women who are undergoing these surgeries, and they have every right to use your body, your choice, but it's happening at a younger age because there's no like separation how it was when we were little. You know, we had to kind of keep to watch the movies and stuff because it wasn't the internet. We couldn't really see adult people like unless you was at one of those hood parties. But even then, you really couldn't see what grown people was doing like that. Unless it was happening in your house, there was absolutely no separation. Nine times out of 10, you didn't see it. Like how you see it now. You know? So that has a lot to do with the has worsened the body image in teen girls. It says increased anxiety, depression, and comparison. A lot of people have thing where they compare themselves to other people, and you don't really know what people are doing behind the scenes. I used to love watching like content couples who create content. I got so involved, like a fan almost of one couple, and it just rapidly broke up. It was viral. And I was like, I can't be invested like that anymore. Because you don't really know what's going on for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. So I try to eliminate it. But this come with getting older after already having done these things. It's just like a learning experience. You know? Another thing is exposure to harmful content such as self-eating and eating disorders. Okay, so the young adults are being exposed to a lot of this stuff. It fails to warn users about the, the possibility of addiction, and they put profit over safety, data exploitation, behavior tracking, and a lot of things going on, especially with youth mental health crisis. Saying the algorithm acting like digital drugs, they said. I mean, that is crazy as hell. Digital drugs? What? What? Wow. That is the first time I've seen that now. So that's why they call it very addictive. Strolling, call it doom scrolling. You just stroll, stroll, stroll. You're not building, you just stroll. And I can imagine the kids get so tired of being in school all day. They do their homework. You just want to stroll with your friends on the internet. It's just different. It was back then it was like MySpace. But even MySpace wasn't all of that at all. You know? Facebook came out my senior year in high school. I don't know what that was. Oh, 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 2004, you know? So don't be a consumer. Be the producer in your life. Use the algorithm instead of letting the algorithm use you. And don't let the propaganda get you trapped for life. The propaganda can trap you for life, have you living a life in fear. You know, and we don't got time to be living in fear. At least I don't have time to be living in fear. If you like me, you think about your future, you don't got time for that. I really don't have time for that, guys. So that's number one. Control your number two, build every day. We kind of already said that, but build something every day. Read something every day. Learn a new skill. Because if you're not making the money that you want, young or old, it's all the difference between skill and attention. You know what I'm saying? You need attention on your skill. Even with dentistry, I need attention on my dentistry so that I can have patience. If you're a content creator, you need attention on your content so you can have freaking money rolling in. But to get this attention, this is what you gotta have. The knowledge. So 1 hour you need to work on your craft. 1 hour minimum. I don't care about your job. What they got you doing, you tired. Are you working on you for 1 hour? Thank you for tapping on the card. I can't see who's that love loves me. What's going on? Thank you for tapping those hearts. Okay. You want to build every day. Even if nobody watches you. If you want to start that YouTube channel, you're not getting that many views. Kind of like me. And I just laugh at it because I'm in the valley of silence. But it's okay. This is how it starts. In the hooded streets, you gotta start from zero. Nobody gonna hand it to you. So for every view I get, thank you. Every heart that you pump, thank you. Every subscriber on YouTube, thank you. Every comment, thank you. Because I gotta start from the bottom. Even in your bestest parts, you must build every day. Don't build every day for someone else, and then you get to be older and you have built nothing for yourself. It's the ultimate setup for failure. And how do they do that? Propaganda keeping you distracted. The whole time you thought you was building something, not knowing you was building for somebody else, not realizing I'm kind of building for me, but mostly I'm building for someone else. At the end, I'm just gonna have the part that they give me for what I built for them. I never built something on my own. I didn't write that book that I wanted to write. I didn't produce those royalties that I wanted to produce. I didn't go and get that skill that I talked about so long because I was too busy working for someone else. And they know that they got to keep you busy because they can keep you working for them forever. It's nothing like finding that employee who don't have no knowledge. Because if you don't have no knowledge, that makes you what? Fit to be a slave. But knowledge makes you unfit to be a slave in no capacity. Can you be a slave ever again? You're gonna be like, oh hell no, hell, you know that sound, hell no. Knowledge gonna make you unfit for that. You're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna have to go through the valley of silence like Dr. Sean and just put myself out there. I'm gonna have to try something and try this every day and do it every day. I may not show up here all the time, but I keep coming back because guess what? I'm working on my craft. Is it gonna be perfect? No, it's not. Don't expect it to be perfect. Even when it's messy, keep building. Even when your dreams are messy, keep going. It doesn't matter. Keep going. Step number three is learn the skills, which we already talked about. So, number one, control your input. Control your input, right? What are you consuming every day? Build on your own every day. Make sure you're not just consuming stuff. Make sure you're building whatever you input should be built. You shouldn't just be inputting things that's making you laugh all day. Laughing is going to help you build. That's why it requires balance. You got to laugh. You also got to build. You can't just sit around and laugh on your timeline all day. And then when you're done, you know, laugh so hard, you sleepy. I'm hungry and you about to go to sleep. You like, I didn't even build nothing. Or you didn't even think about planting those seeds in your garden, your mental garden, your future garden. You didn't plant not one seed for that. You just said, you know what? I work hard today for today. but did you work hard for your future, building yourself? Even if it's just working on your character, some interpersonal skills, is even skills. When I got out of dental school, one of the best pieces of advice I got was to work on my interpersonal skills. It's like, oh, I never even like thought about that because I grew up hood, and went straight into college. I didn't have no parents like, hey, learn these interpersonal skills. You're like, dang, I didn't even think about that. I think you got these skills, but you can always learn more. That's the thing about knowledge. It's like that seed that forever gives. It can keep going forever. If you don't stagnate, if you plant your mind, if you water it, if you nurture it, right? So get skills in money. Because money is cotton. Money ain't real. It's not real, but if you turn it into assets, it becomes real. So learn how to play the money game. Learn about some business so you can work for yourself, even as a side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Never rely on just one source of income. Never rely on just one source of income. Never rely on just, say it with me, guys. Never rely on just one source of income. Get skills on the health, your oral hygiene. Of course, as a dentist, I don't talk about teeth as much, but I'm always gonna go in there without your teeth. Life is hell in for real. You have problems eating, you have problems with your confidence, you have mental health problems. A lot of people have pain, a lot of people have expensive bills. So teeth, we're not gonna even go there, but that gotta go there. That's a skill. Hey, I gotta brush my teeth, take care of my oral health, take care of my heart, take care of myself, love on myself, hype myself up every day. Y'all already know what Cookie T said, hype me up. You gotta do that every day. Even in the bad days, even in with the stuff going on your timeline, always hype yourself up. So what? Something just crumbled down. You know what? I'm gonna get it again. I had to lose that because something better is on the way. I got a better skill coming and it's on the way. I had to create some space. So let me not panic. Let me not get in my feelings. Let me not give up. Let me not throw in the towel. How about I learn while I'm waiting? How about I continue building while I'm waiting? How about I learn how to communicate while I'm waiting? Even if that's self love to the point where you don't get so down when something happens. I've been through too much in my life, too many failures, too many losses, too many things where now I'm so strong. It's like I got an armor over my spirit. And the more I stay strong during those difficult times, during those valleys of silence, and it don't look like how I expect it to look. Guess what? My armor gets stronger because now it don't hurt so bad. And you'll know that the things you're going through is all lessons. And it's never a failure. The only failure is when you stop moving. You stop building. You just say, you know what, I'm gonna stay in this box. Do the same thing every day. I'm never gonna travel. I'm scared to do this. I'm scared to do that. I'm gonna have one source of income. TikTok, still here, bro. Puzzle, I'm still here, bro. Thank you for tapping those hearts, loves, even that I go. You know, so knowledge is what we need to break these chains, like so that we're not like addicted. What is it called? Digital addiction or digital drug stolen. We're not falling for everything Trump writing and saying, and he's lying. He got people going. I felt like, oh my goodness, I'm caught up in propaganda. I felt it today, like, oh my God, this man played in my face. He got me caught up. And I never watched Trump at all. It was just like my thing. I never watched it. Even when it was, I never. I just now it's like, how did I get caught up in this? Oh, they forced me. They forced it on me. Oh, it's a force, you know? So you gotta break that by being good. All right. So in closing, you don't need permission to change your life. You can move. You're not a tree. Anytime you want. You don't need the perfect timing. You just need consistency. You need focus. Yes, the world is chaotic. Yes, every day is something new. But your life, this is still your life, guys. It's still my life. All right. Remember, by trying, you only gain experience, clarity, and you gain power. So we're not staying stuck. We're not staying distracted. We are building every day. Okay. And that's my time for the day, guys. Drop your comments in the chat. Thank you, Love Loves Me, for tapping those hearts. I really appreciate it. Make sure y'all follow Love Loves Me. Chat pretty quiet on TikTok today. But, you know, I'm not gonna stay long because, like I said earlier, I have a slight migraine. So I will holler at you all tomorrow. Okay, don't be distracted. I need to work on my playlist for real. Hey, hey, that happening. Oh, mm. How you feeling today? Love loves me. I hope you brushed and flossed your teeth today. Yeah. I'm good. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, I brushed today. Yay! Give it up for the brushers in the house. What about flossing? Where my flossers at? Give it up for the flossers in the house. You didn't brush and floss today. You still got time. My time's on. You still got time. If not, you can always start fresh tomorrow. Just remember me in your head when you wake up in the morning, telling you that you don't have poo poo mouth tomorrow. You don't brush your floss. Okay? Nobody got time for that. Just go out fresh. Hey, hey. Start your day with fresh teeth. I was talking to somebody today and they were like talking about the dentist, about not having health insurance. And I said, dentists take cash just like other places. You know what I mean? Don't, I'm gonna floss tonight. That's the best time. Make sure you floss that chicken, whatever you ate, and vegetables and cakes, pies, all that stuff out here to you. Make sure you floss it out because if you don't, you will have cavities. 100% guarantee you. And then guess what? When you are a non-flosser, you get probably one get one free cavities. You get cavities between the teeth. So that means 2 teeth at one time most of the time. So flossing is non-negotiable. Hey, I'm happy for all my flossers tonight. That's too funny. Hey, hey, hey. Well, I had a pretty good day. Like, I mean, honestly, that's why I made this topic because I was like, oh my goodness, this man is fucking crazy. I was like, now I'm all stuck in here. Then at the last, I'm like, you know what? You're not too good at it. So I had a good day, but I think that's why I kind of have like a slight migraine because there's just so much going on. And I just have to step back and do some yoga, y'all. Do some yoga, like just something that don't cost money or that don't have to do with economy. Moving your body and doing yoga and just thinking, breathing. It's just like that's what we need. More peaceful things to do right now. Strolling and being a sucker again. That's why I didn't reread those quotes because I feel like I'm helping the propaganda. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. You know, you're welcome and thank you. I got here late. I'll watch the playback on YouTube. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, if y'all want the replay, make sure you check it out on YouTube. I haven't really been coming on. I'm talking crazy. I haven't really been on TikTok too much. I just been taking a slight break and mainly on YouTube. Sometimes I feel like always show up at those parts. Bottom of my heart. So yeah, you inspire me. Oh, thank you. And you inspire me to come back. Look how that works. Hey, you live out all our. This is one of my first songs. It's called 90s Kind of Love. I made this song 20, ooh, 19, they say. But when you make it last a lifetime, navigating life, late night walks. I love it when you caress the spine to your two running waves. Spin my mind. No one can do it better. You're so clever. And when we face the stormy weather, you're my umbrella. I feel so special. Today I make a vow to us forever. Hey, 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 you're a special kind of. So yeah, guys, I will holler at y'all tomorrow. See you later, love loves me, and everybody else who watched on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow, and all of that good stuff. You know, I appreciate everyone who supports this podcast. Going up, we started from the bottom, and we just gonna keep it moving. You know. Good night. Have a good night, guys. And crime. Bye bye. I'm a queen by your side. Date nights, taking flights, love, I pray for you all my life. Soul kisses, blink satisfied. Hey, hey, hey. All right, guys. Bye.